Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out.
Family, you guys are so amazing. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS Notes. I'm crazy excited about today. We have a huge topic on this episode, and welcome you to another episode of AOS the podcast. Whew, I'm ready for this topic. I was waiting last week to get to this week because we already do. Listen, we know what we're talking about months in advance. That's unless we have a specific topic or something happens in life and we just got to talk to you. We insert some new stuff in, but we're already advanced. We're already months ahead and we know what we're going to produce. But today I couldn't wait to get to this week. I could not wait because I hear this all the time, especially think like a man, act like a woman. This point was really driven home hard. I mean, really hard, which is cool. It's all cool in the game, but I want to break this thing down to you guys so that you can understand just a little bit better so that we can get better, right? Because waiting 90 days to have sex, I don't know. Hopefully you understand better after this episode, but I want to just drop this in your spirit because we're going to end abruptly again. This episode is brought to you by Winning After a Major Loss, a publication that we produced in 2016. I need you to go to barnesandnoble.com and also Amazon right now. Purchase that copy. The book, we sold hundreds of copies. People have been emailing us all around the world saying, hey, this book has really saved my life. This book has really saved my marriage. This book has made me give it another stab at business, at life. I appreciate it. So this book has really been doing somersaults and flips. So I need you to go grab your copy. Grab your copy. If you don't find any value in that book, the book doesn't help you out, I will personally email us and I will personally give you your money back. I will cash app you your money back and you can keep the book. But that's for a different story. That has never happened because I give that disclaimer out all the time and people keep the book because they said that this book is really, that's how much I believe in my book. Has really helped their life. So go ahead and subscribe to us as well. All on YouTube, AOS.inspires, Instagram, AOS.inspires, and anywhere you get podcasts, it's AOS the podcast. Anchor. No, it's not Anchor anymore. Spotify. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also iHeartRadio. I told you this on a few previous podcasts that if you listen on any other platform, let us know. This is my platform. Google Podcast is my platform. Let us know. We'll add that onto the repertoire as well. But let's go ahead and get started. So I didn't get this from the movie. I got this from a conversation that I was having with somebody because they were like, hey, and it's crazy because it was a twofold conversation. They had saw something in a previous podcast that they were discussing. Both sides brought up some valid points, right? One side was like, yo, I wait for 90 days to have sex with any man that I go with because I want to make sure that the relationship is solid. I don't want to just have sex with anyone. This is the woman talking. She's like, I don't want to just have sex with anybody. Like, I want to wait 90 days before I jump across the bridge and make that decision. Now, the guy, this is what he said, and I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of y'all gonna look at this and be like, hold on. He got a good point. So this is what he said. He said, cool, you wait 90 days for sex. That's wonderful. You preserve yourself, right? A lot of men are in for the sex, but a lot of men are not in for the sex. So this is what he suggested. He said, okay, great. You wait 90 days for the sex, and men, they should wait 90 days to take you on a date. And from the first glance, I was like, for what? Why would you wait 90 days to take a young lady out on a date? But this is what happens when you assume and you don't listen to the full story. So what happened was he began to talk. And he said, this is my thinking. He said, you should wait 90 days before you take a woman on a date. Because when you take a woman on a date, you can't just take her to any restaurant. She wants a nice restaurant, right? It's going to cost. So you may come out the pocket that date $300-$400. That's considered an investment into this young lady. Because the truth of the matter is, and I understand his point from this, and I understand her point as well. However, to his point, it's an investment. Why is it an investment? Because you have a lot of women in the world that only go out for free dinners. That's it. Like, I just want you. I don't have no interest in you. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to build a relationship with you. Matter of fact, I don't even want to know you after tonight is over with. I just want to get this free dinner. Now, some women play the cards because maybe they don't have any money and they need somebody to take them out so they can get something to eat. And I even heard, that's why I wish I had a co-host today. I even heard people saying, women saying that they went on a date and ordered extra food to take home to their children because that's the play that they had to run because that's the season of life that they were in, right? Okay. So I understood what he was saying about the investment. That listen, when you take a woman out, that is depending on the type of woman that you're dealing with, depending on the type of guy that you are, depending on your finances, it does become an investment. Because if you take a woman out trying to impress her, you don't listen, I'm gonna run down the whole play right quick. And I'm talking about from a perspective of a guy that's about to take a woman out that he really digs. I'm not talking about, you just find her attractive. No, you really dig her and you want to get to know her. So this the play. He talks to her, bam, got her. We be going on a date Friday night, 8:00, whatever time y'all go, right? And be leery of females women that only want to go out during lunch periods. Be careful. And women, be careful of guys that only want to go out for lunch. Think about it. But this the whole play. So he goes to get a haircut. Think about this. I'm gonna go ahead and take my calculator out, right? So that we could get this play running. So they go get a haircut. That's about $50, right? So he get a haircut. Now this number is before you go on an actual date. This is just preparation. Now, the reason I'm saying it like this because the guy that really likes her, he wants to put his best foot forward. Okay, bam. So then he goes, he gets a haircut. Now, before he goes out, he has to get his car detailed because especially if he picks her up, he got to get a detail. So that's another, $30, right? Just say $30. All right. So now we're already starting the date. We haven't even been out yet. We're starting the date already at $80. Okay. So then after that, then he may wants to get some shoes. Maybe he has some shoes, but the shoes that he has, it's not, you got to, because first presentation is everything, right? Now, I'm going to look at it from the dress down side, okay? And I'm going as least expensive as I can, right? So let's say he goes to the store and gets some black or white Air Force Ones. That's $100, right? So now we're at $180 before we even go out on a date, right? So now he got to go to the store and get him some clothes because maybe the clothes that he has a good, nice wardrobe. However, when you look good, you feel good, you can present your best. I truly believe that. Presentation is everything. All right, so he goes to the store. Nice pair of jeans. On the low end, I'm talking about low end, $40, all right? $40, so you $220 in. Get a nice shirt. Gotta get some shirt. Gotta get a nice shirt. Nice shirt, let's say $50, right? That's on the low end, $50. So now we're looking at $270 on an outfit, a haircut, and I got my car clean. That's $270 off the rip. Now you can shave some of this down, for us. You don't have to spend $30 on the get your car washed. You can do it yourself for $10. I get it. So now we're at $260. It doesn't matter, right? And a few other things that you can shave down, but I'm just talking about modestly, right? So now we're at $270. So that's the haircut, that's the outfit, that's the car wash. Now, the jewelry and everything like that, he has it at home. So he's not going to go out and buy no crazy jewelry. Unless he's that type of guy, he may go out and buy something just to impress her. Look at my last video, my last episode I talked about trying to impress a woman. What are you hiding? Anyway, let's move forward. So now we're talking about $270 before we pick her up. Oh, I forgot. Suppose he don't have no gas. Another $50. All right. So that's $320 because he got to fill up his tank. You don't know what may happen. She may say, let's go to the beach. Let's go here. Whatever. You may just want to take a ride after you guys eat. We haven't even gotten to the money into the date yet. All right, cool. So it's $320 already off the muscle. I haven't even picked this girl up yet. I don't even know where she stay at. I have not seen her, nothing at all. Bam. So it's $320 already off the muscle, right? So now when I pick her up, she's beautiful. She looks good. She smells amazing. I forgot about the smell goods, but I'm going to just think that he already has some good smell goods at the house. And just a bar for the fellas, don't buy a toilet. Don't do it. buy some perfume. Whatever brand you go to the mall and get the perfume. The perfume is not perfume, it's perfume. Parfume. It lasts much, much longer. It's like an oil base, right? I'm not talking about the oils that you get from the Chinese store, but this lasts longer. But so he has that, right? And he picks her up. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. And generally, watch this, especially when you done saved up or maybe you have a $500 on your account where you can go negative. You got 500 in there positive, but you know you can go negative on this thing if you wanted to because you got the oops account, right? So she's beautiful. And since she's beautiful and since she smells good, and if you get a good vibe from her, from the first 20 minutes of being with her, you would ball out. That's the truth. Like you may have one mind, like I'm gonna go to Cheddar, I'm gonna take her to Cheddar's. Nah, let me slide to Ruth right quick because her person, you know, I'm feeling her. Because you always want to put your best foot forward. So we 320 in the game. Now, let's say a modest restaurant, decent restaurant, nice restaurant that you take her to, 4 to 5 stars, decent restaurant, but it doesn't cost, it's not crazy expensive, you know, but it costs a little something. So, and let's say that you're not trying to be cheap on either end. Because, of course, you're not going to tell her, order off this side. You're not going to do that. As a real man, because any real woman, if you begin to say, hey, you only can order this, but if you order on this side, that's sex side, she gone. She out of here. A real woman, right? A real woman. She out of here. However, you order what you order. Let's say the meal comes up to $215. That's on the low end, right? So now you're all in for $535. You can't just go out to eat, especially if it's a good day. You can't just go out to eat. You got to go do something else, especially if you start early. That's why most dates, they try to start later. Oh, hold on. My bad. Most of y'all want to drink. So let me add that in. So we're at $530, $215 for the dinner. Now she wants some drinks. He wants some drinks, especially if you stay at the restaurant that you're at. Now you're looking at another $60. So now you're all in at $595 already for one date. One date. Now, that's why most guys, this is the play. That's why most guys take the woman out later because there's nothing to do or pretty much almost nothing to do later after the date because I'm already spending all my money here or he's spending all his money here, right? For what? So we're going to start late. We'll go somewhere nice. And then after that, I can take you home. We can do a nice little drive home. We can talk a little bit more, get you to the house. I'm done, right? That's modest. But if you start early, first you're going to do the movies, then you're going to get something to eat, and that's a whole totally different bill. But we're going to stop at that. $595. So I understand when you look at it and break the play down like that, I understand clearly why he's saying, let me invest 90 days on the phone before we take you out on the first date. And the reason he said that I understand is because I need to know if you are a perfect fit for me. Because it's not about the sex. It's not about the investment. However, if you're a single guy and you're actively looking to be in a relationship and you go on this date for $595, go on this date for $595, if you ain't balling like that in a minute, you're going to be bankrupt, period. That's real. So I understood that concept when he was like, hey, let me talk to you on the phone for 90 days. Since your sex rule is 90 days, my date rule is 90 days, and I understand it. However, let me get back to the ladies. Ladies, just because you go on a date with a guy and you wait 90 days to have sex until you get to know him, this is a big bar for him. If a man is not emotionally connected to you and you wait 90 days to have sex and he's not emotionally connected, on day 91, he gone. Period. You don't wait it 90 days until you felt like you understood this man or you felt as if that you built the rapport with this man, and day 91, he gone. He done got what he wanted. Man on a woman that they really, really want to test out, they really want to be with. I ain't talking about be with like in a committed sense, but in a sexual sense, men can hold out. Why? Why can a man hold out? Because he has other options. He's entertaining other situations. So when a man entertains other situations, I can wait for this one. This is a good pick. I can wait the 90 days. Matter of fact, do it 100 days. I can wait. Do it 6 months. I can do it. Do it a year. I can do it. Why? Because I'm entertaining other stuff. I'm entertaining other things. So other things has my mind occupied, but I'm keeping this on the warmer. I can wait you out. So I would like to suggest, okay, 90 days sounds great, right? It sounds great. However, I don't think that people dig deep into what is involved into sex. I'm gonna keep it real with you, because something can go wrong during sex. It can bust during sex, and you can catch an STD. I don't think people think about that, right? And I'm not trying to say, okay, if you go out on the first day and have sex, you're wrong or you're right. That's your choice to make. That's not my choice. That's your choice to make. That's your body. However, what I do want to share with you, you can exchange energy, right? So I was listening to this podcast, and she said, she was a guest, and she said that a man told her years ago that the closest that you can get to somebody is being inside of you, right? Sexually, to be inside of you. That's the closest that you can get to somebody. And it made so much sense, right? Now, she said that she went on this date and they were clicking and they, was together for a while, but she noticed that she would be in the fetal position in the morning. She noticed that, dealing with this guy, she began to get depressed and began to have low self-esteem. But then when she began to dig deep into this, she said she's never battled with depression, never battled with insecurities, never felt as if that she wasn't as confident as she was. She said she never felt that before until she started dealing with this guy. Then she said she started digging and found out this is what he deals with. Transfer of energy. Energy is never lost. It is only transferred. So you can wait your 90 days. You can wait your 90 days before you have sex with this guy. But what I want to share with you women is that even in 90 days, I can hide who I really am. And who's to say you have sex on the 90th day? Who's to say that he didn't have sex with somebody else that night before and caught some that night before that's not showing up now or not showing those symptoms? I think that many people are not cautious enough. Or do you care about, do you love yourself? Like, why are you going to put yourself in harm's way like that? I get it. You feel as if I done did my due diligence. Steve Harvey told me wait 90 days. And I waited my 90 days and I got burnt on day 91. It's really something to think about. Because I get it. We live in a world, and if you've been following me for a while, I told you I'm on a music fast. We're living in a world where everything is over-sexualized. Everything. Commercials, music, movies, cartoons, everything is sexualized. And then you're wondering, why is it I'm always in the mode? I'm always hot. I'm always ready. Because of what type of diet are you on? Not physical food eating diet, but what kind of diet are you on? Are you on a winner's diet? Because a winner's diet, be careful about what they digest through their eyes, through their ears, through touch. Energy is never lost. It is only transferred. I get it, ladies. You want to wait 90 days? Wait your 90 days. But last thing I want to say is day 91, if he's not emotionally connected to you, even if you give him the draws, he'll still leave. See, some of y'all that watch Mario, y'all know, what was it? GDT. No, it's not GDT. Get the draws. That's what I'm talking about. Let me put this in. Okay, GTD. I know I was right. Yeah, GTD. Get the draws. But you can wait 90 days and day 91. He said, I'm done. I can't. I got what I came for. Are you willing, lady, willing to see that through? 90 days? Is that all you worth? Let me know.